All right, hey, so welcome. This is Barney. Really excited to show you because this update has taken about another 2 months longer than expected, but for good reasons, as you're soon going to see. So, by the way, when you go, if you just want to look at this, you can see, those of you who have OCD, you probably will freak out when you see my inbox with all those yellow, or pardon me, the red numbers. Some of those inboxes are actually just used for notifications. So you're going to click on the app. So first of all, you're going to ask yourself, well, how do I know if I have the new version or not? Great question. I'm glad you asked. You're going to notice by up at the top there, it's going to say YLSS app. Right now, it doesn't say which version you are on in my account. The other thing you're going to notice is that that's going to be different. Where this screen right here that you're looking at is going to be different. So I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go to the App Store. And yes, I probably would be well served to, actually, you know what you can do is if you go to updates, if you want to scroll through there, you can and try and look for the app, but I'm not going to do that to you guys. If you were wanting to make sure that you didn't have this on your phone with all these apps, you should probably keep them updated, but sometimes I don't like to update apps. If I don't use them, I'll just delete them. Now you'll know that there's an update because you can just click there. So you see it says update. And then you just click on update. Okay, so we're just going to give it a minute. Hopefully it doesn't take long on this recording. It shouldn't because it's not a very data-rich app. But now, fingers crossed, that if I hit open, it's going to open up and it's going to keep me logged in. And I am going to get out of here and go back into the app this way because I'm on the iPhone X. And for those of you who have it, you'll know what I mean when I say this, that it is, it's a little frustrating sometimes with the new apps because they don't, that little home button up here, the 3 lines, it can be a little hard to get to with the size of the screen. So you're going to see there it says Success 7 app. So congratulations, thumbs up and high five. You are now fully updated. So you're going to go to the dashboard. Right now it still looks the same. We have finally gotten this set up so that the featured presentations are going to be updated regularly. And then the featured speakers, this is something else that we are working on, but this right now, if you tap on it, it's kind of like, what the heck, it doesn't go anywhere. I told my developer it should have been going somewhere. And he's like, oh yeah, but it's not. So you can go to libraries. Now keep in mind, depending on which version you're subscribed to, you might just be on our Animal Wellness Summit. So you're just going to see that. And then if you have all of the access to everything, you'll see it. Now, what's been improved in this version is not that. It's the download function right here, okay? Because basically what I can do is I can go through here and you can see what's been downloaded on my phone. And if I go to my account, it still looks the same. And the search feature is where I can type in, let's type in Liz Reyes, Dogs and Oils. She had, we put her last name in because she had more presentations, but she probably used Elizabeth Reyes. So see that? So I'm going to click on the one from the Animal Wellness Summit. I'm going to click on it, okay? And what's really cool now keep in mind, for those of you who are in the Animal Wellness Summit and you're not a Young Living member or distributor or business builder, this is kind of irrelevant for you because originally the app was designed specifically for people in Young Living, but still you would just pretty much put this, you know, if you share this with a friend, so if you can say, okay, I'm going to share this with Barney Test, and let's say Kunzi Test, and then I'm going to put in an email, Barney, well, I actually can put in my real email at me.com, and so then I'm going to click here, and if I'm in Young Living, I can say, well, this person's a prospect, a business builder, a product user, or families and friends, which means it kind of doesn't really matter. Basically, if you're building the business, you'd want to kind of know like how I can pull up my reports. Hit send, and then it gives you a little confirmation. And then what you're going to want to do right there is you're going to want to make sure you email or rather text message or just let that person know and say, hey, Barney, just let you know I sent you this really amazing presentation. You got to go in and check it out. And then you can do the same thing, listen, watch, or read, but then download in the audio portion. So here, let's hope and pray for the timing of this little demonstration that this download is going to happen. Now, that is going to happen pretty quick because the audio file is actually pretty small, but sometimes depending on the internet connection, it can take a little bit longer. But what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to do a live little demo for you. Now, normally you have to wait on the screen until you download your presentation. And so if we go back for a second, I'm actually going to go, that was Elizabeth Reyes. That's his, so there it says, this is where sometimes this is happening, but I want you guys to give me feedback. I was told by my developer that it won't do background downloading. So what that means is that you don't have to wait on the screen until it's finished if it was enabled. And I think that he did enable it, but because I've been testing it out, that you have to sit, do I have to sit there and then wait until it gets to 100 and then check to make sure it's downloaded? Or if I started it now, will it finish downloading in the back? And then when I go to downloads, then it will allow me to see that it's actually available. Because I was talking to Tina, one of our great VIP members for the Animal Wellness Summit right here in Ontario. And she was just saying that what she does is when she goes to work, she downloads content and goes to work. And then she was just having troubles trying to figure out whether or not it was actually working so that she could, this is hard to do this when your phone is live, and that's just the way it works. So I don't think that it actually worked. Is audio available? So we're gonna have to keep an eye on that, because if I go to downloads now, it's not actually showing up. So I think that it has to wait until it gets to 100%. So what I'd love for your feedback is let me know if that's what happened. Did you have to wait till 100% in order for it to show up, or did it go the other way? So then now, the other cool part is now keep in mind, this looks a little messy. Okay, cool. I love when stuff like this happens. And these are little things, guys, but I just want you to know that sometimes when you don't hear from us, we are wanting to stay in front of you and make sure we're communicating to you regularly, but not annoying you with 3 emails a week. We're looking at once or twice a month to keep you updated and keep you excited. But it's nice when stuff like this works, but we usually are going into the development studio, so to speak, and working with our developers to make this nice and smooth and easy for you. And this little button on here signifies that now the audio file was saved. Now, it doesn't tell you which one, but if you're going through, like what I said to Tina, I mean, I do this on my own. Now that it's set up, I'm going to go through and I'm going to want to click 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to set a little challenge for myself this week, and I'm going to listen or watch 5 presentations. I'm going to put them on my weekly little study guide, and then I'm going to download them. And then now what we're going to do is we're going to actually test to make sure that it actually is showing up in your downloads, and that we can turn my phone off so that there's no radio or no Wi-Fi or data, and then we know that we're good to go. So what I had my developer do is set it up so that the reports are set up to report to you on a monthly basis. Now, regarding exporting, we haven't gotten to that point yet, but we will be making improvements and upgrades or enhancements with your monthly membership or subscription, as long as you stay active, so that you can actually just see which presentations you've shared on a monthly basis and with who. Now, right now, this looks a little bit messy because I use this as my test app account, so it's kind of mixing a whole bunch of stuff together. But I want you to be able to see the vision, that you can look back and start to go through and see who it was that you shared, or better yet, the plan is to build an export tool so you can just export all your monthly shares into a very simple CSV or Excel file, and then you can just sort and segment. So there's some manual work there. Because we don't want to automate everything for you, because when everything's all automated and it's supposed to be working and you share and then everything's following up and there's automation in place. I'm an automation Nazi. I love automation, but there is a cost to it, because it actually starts to shut your brain down from the things that you need to do manually or are best served to be done manually in order to keep the relationships going good and strong. But if you think about it this way, if you're just like, every day I'm going to share 3 presentations, product user, business builder, or a prospect, or a friend and family. So for those of you in the Animal Wellness Summit, you're just like, I want to share this with my friends or my clients. If you're a professional dog trainer or animal lover and you have clients all over the world, well, now you can share these presentations. And then at the end of the month, you can do the monthly roundup where you just go through and look at all of the people who you've shared with and then follow up with them, because if you're anything like me, you might be sharing and sharing and sharing and sharing, and then you forget who you actually shared with, which is, it can be a bit of a concern. So here's the presentation that was downloaded. So it's actually was showing that I had downloaded Elizabeth Reyes's presentation. So I'm gonna have to check into that and see what's going on here. But if I go and I click on it, so it says offline audio available. Now what I can actually do is I'm gonna turn my phone off. I'm gonna turn it off like that. And let's hope this works. And then what I'm gonna do is, see how it says video not downloaded, but I can click on, because you gotta think that it's basically like you're switching gears. The app has an online version or an online experience, and then it has an offline experience. So you'll notice how a lot of that data disappears, but I can click on listen. And so this one has been properly downloaded that one's properly downloaded to my phone. So I have my data shut off. I know it looks like I still have Wi-Fi, but I've turned it off completely. As you can see here, I only have my airplane mode on, so it's completely off. Now watch what happens when I go back to here and go to the dashboard. You'll see that that's all you have access to, because the app's designed that it needs a little bit of cellular or Wi-Fi data in order to function. But the offline version is whatever you have downloaded, then you can go to downloads and just start ripping through whatever you've downloaded for the week. So I recommend probably just downloading like 5 to 10 presentations at a time. You know, rip through those ones, or download or study them, integrate them, apply them, and then go for another round. And then just keep that going in an ongoing basis if it's a concern for you. I mean, if you're somewhere at work or at home where you have a great data package for your cell phone, then all the power to you, and just go and oops, it's the wrong button to press. Then you just do to your heart's content, and you can just use it that way. But again, for traveling long distances, or like if you're on a trip somewhere and you don't want to use all your data, well, then you can start loading up your app with what you want to listen to, watch, and or read. Okay, so that's that. So I'm going to do one more last thing. I'm going to go to libraries. I'm going to go to here, and let's actually go this one, and let's download. I'm going to try the video. Okay, so what I'm actually going to do is we're going to wait here. Hopefully, if I still have my data is on there, because it's not downloading. So let's try that again. I'm going to try the audio this time. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to let it sit here for just a second. So I'm going to pause the recording, and we're going to come back, so you guys don't have to sit here and TikTok along with me to see how it is working. Okay, so I'm just coming back in here, and it is downloading. So there we go. It said it's all good to go now. So let's go and check our downloads. And I'm going to go here. Okay, and there we go. So basically, whatever happened, I had these other 2 downloads. As you can see, the app was updating. Well, it looked a little weird before. If you remember, there was actually some other files that aren't showing there now because I didn't download them, but it was the same app, and because I use this app for testing, it'll look a little different than what it will on yours, but for the most part, it should be pretty much the same. So what I'm going to do is I actually started to download the video, but I didn't finish. Now, I'm pretty sure that when I go and click on it here, it's going to say offline video available. So let's test this out. I'm going to turn my phone off, and I'm going to watch. If this works, we're going to sing hallelujah.
Hello and welcome everybody to today's class.
This is a really good presentation, by the way. Adam Ringham is a phenomenal educator and researcher, amazing guy. And then let's listen to it. So here we go. Now keep in mind, I'm completely off of cellular data, Wi-Fi, or anything. So this is what I wanted to show you through my short little video here, is that you now have access to, with the newest update, to do all of the features that we had built into it. Okay, so now you can listen to all of the presentations when you turn your app back on and have a cellular connection. Remember that if you forget and you're like, why does this app look so different? It's because you're probably in offline mode. So number 1 was to simplify the experience that you guys have with being able to go and listen to listen, watch, and read all of the presentations. You go to libraries, you can search by year, and you can go through it and search it. And then you can find your presentation. So let's just click on one here. As we've talked about already, you can download it, the audio, download the video, and then the reading portion. I guess this is the other thing. The only other thing is you can't download and read the PDFs, at least as of right now, just because it doesn't take up that much data anyways. Like it's basically developers, like there's hardly even any point building that feature in, because it literally takes no more data than it does to run an app on your phone, even without an actual data connection. So just know that that's why that's there. And then the share feature. So it's all good. It's been updated now to categorize so that you can put them in the right category for the sharee or the person that you shared with. And then if you're on the iPhone X, like me, you'll notice that accessing that the dashboard button or the home button has been interesting. And then this shows you what you all have available. Now, one other thing, keep this in mind, last thing is that the sharing has been made nice and simple and easy. The download functionality is much better, and it is going to continue to improve, but now you can download and then actually listen from anywhere, anytime, without using your data and going through having massive heart attack when you see your data bill. The search feature is still functional right there. And then then the share summary. So this will show you your share summary in a nice report. And then the other thing is if you want to change your password. So this has actually been made possible. I am working with him to him as in our developer, to make it so that you don't have to log out and then log back in to change it. It'd be nice to just be able to have the little form to update, say, yeah, I want to change my password too, because you're already logged in. So you just put whatever the new password is, confirm your new password, and then you can save it, and then it'll update it. And it will then update now to our membership site. So when you change your password on the membership site, which the login is now fullcircleholistichealth.com/login. And it used to be whilesuccessummit.com/login or animalwellnesssummit.com/login. When you change your password there, it now will update it in the app. If you update it in the app, it's going to update in the membership site, because before they weren't communicating, now they are. So let's just do this. You log out, you go to hit login, and you're going to see this right down here at the bottom. You say want to change your password. So I'm going to go and put in my password. And you can see plus 22. This isn't actually my real email address. It's a little hack to use a test account in an app or a database and then still have it work. So I'm going to pause this so you don't see my password. All right, so I have everything entered in here. And so I put in my old password. That's what you're going to see up right here I guess I can't point this out to you, but that's the first line is my email or username, and then your old password, and then you put your new password in, and then confirm your new password, and then you're just going to hit change password. And all right, so here we are. So I'm back at the this page. Doesn't want you to sit there and watch me fumble around this. So I'll put my email in or my username. That's the first line. The second line is your old password, and then or current password, which will be your old one soon, and then your new password. And then you confirm your new password, and then you hit change password. And you can see that if you don't follow, then that's what happens. So let me try this once more. All right. So I'm going to change the password. And you can see this now. You got to make sure that you're, when you type in the new password and then type it in again to confirm it, that you've got to have it accurately, like have them both the same. And it says you've changed your password. So that's good to go. Now I'm going to hit OK, and I'm going to log in. Okay, so watch this. I'll type this in here. I'm going to pause this. Okay, so here we go. So I put in my username and password. I'm going to hit log in. And that was with my new password. So I've successfully changed my password on the app by going to the dashboard here. And then go to my account. And then just click log out. And when you on the login screen, say change my password, and then that'll update your password Just keep in mind that when you do that, as soon as you're done it right now and you go to the membership site and you try to log in with that new password, just keep in mind that it usually takes 3 to 5 minutes. Sometimes it only takes 90 seconds. Sometimes it takes a full 5 minutes. So just keep that in mind that if you change it on the app, give yourself a little bit of time before you go to our membership site. If you're on the membership site, same thing. Give it about 3 to 5 minutes and then, fully log out of the app and then log back in. And if you still do that and have some challenges for whatever reason, just contact us at support@fullcircleholistic.com and we'll be glad to help you. And that's my short little update for you guys about all of what's happening with the new Success Summit app version update. So again, reminder, you're going to go to the app just to make sure that you're already logged in. Go to the App Store, search for it. You'll see that it said update like I showed you earlier. Update it and then go log in and it should be new. And send me your feedback because if you're watching this video, more than likely you just received an email from us. And appreciate you. Thanks for all your support and look forward to helping you continue to get more value out of the experience you have with the Success Summit app because we designed it with you in mind. So thank you. Peace. God bless. Have a great night. Have a great day and keep smiling.